Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Universe channel, and today we have some more insane new LEGO set images for the 2026 sets. Now, of course, before we begin the video, I just want to say that if you do enjoy and want to keep up to date with all of the latest LEGO news from me, then make sure to like the video, as well as subscribe and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and join my Telegram channel. Links to all of those will be down in the description below. But with that being said, everyone, let's go into it. So the first theme that we are going to be looking at is Lego Harry Potter. We've actually got pretty much all of the sets that have been revealed besides the hospital wing. But the first set that we have is set number 76464, and this is the Cauldron Secret Potions Classroom. This one is going to be including 652 pieces, and it's going to be retailing for a price of $60, releasing for January 1st, 2026. You do get two minifigures in the set, being Hermione Granger and Severus Snape, and this set is actually part of the Lego Harry Potter 25-year anniversary. So they will be including these Patronuses in the sets, and for this set in particular, you will be getting an Otter Patronus, which looks very, very good. And I will say, I really like this set. I think a lot of people are going to love this one, because I think that it's a perfect mix of playability and displayability. On display, you get a really nice cauldron build, which even has the stick at the top as well to mix the potion, but then it is also split on hinges, so you can actually open the set up and reveal a secret potions classroom as well. So I think the set is going to be great for adult collectors and also children as well, as it does offer the best of both worlds. And I think for $60 as well is a pretty decent deal. So the next set that we have is set number 76470, and that is the Enchanted Flying Ford Anglia. This one will be including 868 pieces, recommended for ages 14 and over, and it's going to be retailing for a price of $80, releasing for January 1st as well. And overall, I don't think it looks too bad. It's probably my least favorite set out of the wave, but I don't think the actual Ford looks bad. I think that they did a pretty decent job with the Ford Anglia. However, I will say I really do not like the brick-built characters of Harry and Ron. I just think they look absolutely terrible. But besides that, I think the rest of the set is decently strong. There are some play features as well that are integrated into this set. For example, you can actually open the doors as well, because they are on hinges, and also you can open the boot at the back, which is quite nice. And they do also provide an additional build of a suitcase, which you can fit inside of the boot. And from these images, it seems that there's a button that you can press on the front, which allows you to open the doors on the sides, and then there's a button that you can press at the back, which allows you to automatically open the boot, which I think is also a pretty nice play feature. But besides that, honestly, I don't really have too much to say about this one, and I don't think that it will be selling out too well. Next up, we have set number 76460, which I gotta say is probably one of my favorite sets from the wave, and that is the Hogwarts Castle Sorting Hat Ceremony. And this one looks really good. It includes 124 pieces, and it will be recommended for ages 7 and over. And it's going to be retailing for $15, releasing for January 1st. And I think $15 for the set honestly isn't too bad. You are getting 4 minifigures, being Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Draco Malfoy, and Professor McGonagall. It does also include the Cat Patronus as well, because it is another one of those 25 years of magic sets. And as for the builds, so you are getting the dinner table, which is a nice additional build. And then you're also getting the Hogwarts point counter, which is really cool. I love the use of the glass pieces. I think that looks great. And I don't think that we've ever seen that in LEGO before as well. And then you do also get the house spinner, which is a really nice throwback to the original LEGO Harry Potter Sorting Hat Ceremony set, which I believe was the first ever LEGO Harry Potter set to be made. Of course, it is a Sorting Hat Ceremony set, so they do include the sorting hat. And then you do also get another side build of a little stool to place the sorting hat on. But overall, I think for $20 is honestly a great set, and probably one of my favorite ones of the wave. And of course, it will be able to integrate into the new Lego Hogwarts Castle modular system as well, so you will be able to place all of these builds inside of the Great Hall. So the next set that we have is set number 76461, and that is the Cornish Pixie, another buildable character to add to the Lego Harry Potter collection with 320 pieces. This one is going to be retailing for a price of $30, and it will be recommended for ages 8 and over. And overall, I don't think this one actually looks half bad. I wasn't really too excited for this one, and I probably won't pick it up. But honestly, for what it is, it looks pretty decent. I really do think that the Pixie build looks relatively good. I also really like the build of the wings as well. Those look really nice using the windshield pieces. I think that's a pretty clever part usage. on Lego's behalf there. And it also seems that the eyes are printed as well, which is a nice addition. And then, of course, it does have the Gilderoy Lockhart book as well, which acts as a stand. And then you've also got a one build and also the ink that is spilling over, which I think is a very nice build as well. And I think for those of you who do like the Lego Harry Potter buildable characters, this will definitely be a nice one to add to the collection, alongside of the buildable Phoenix as well as the buildable Hedwig as well. And yeah, I think for what it is, honestly, isn't too bad. $30 is pretty reasonable as a price for this set, and it definitely looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look. And then the next set that we have is set number 76459, the Hagrid and Harry's Privet Drive Escape. This one will be including 124 pieces, retailing for a price of $20, and it will be releasing for January 1st, and it will be recommended for ages 8 and over. And overall, I think the set looks really good. It's definitely on par with the Sorting Hat Ceremony for me. I think for $20, honestly, you can't really complain. We are getting Hagrid's motorbike as a minifigure scale form for the very first time, because if you don't know already, earlier this year, Lego did release the big version of Hagrid's motorcycle, which wasn't a very good set, I'll be honest. So I'm really happy that they're finally releasing a minifigure scale version of that. And honestly, it looks great. I really love it. And also the sidecar as well with Harry looks really nice. You do also get a little side build, which essentially is just a lamppost, and it's supposed to be part of Privet Drive, which I think is fine to put the Death Eaters on. There are 4 minifigures included in this set as well, being 2 Death Eaters, Harry Potter and Rubius Hagrid. And Hagrid actually, I believe, comes with a new face print as well, because if you look at the official images, he does actually have the goggles, which is a very nice inclusion. Really happy that they included that and didn't just be lazy and include the regular Hagrid face. So that is really nice to see. All right, next up we have set number 76467, and this is the Luna Lovegood's house with 764 pieces. It will be retailing for $90, recommended for ages 10 and over, and you'll be able to pick this one up from January 1st, 2026. So first thing is there is a light brick included in the set, of course, and I think the actual house itself, honestly, looks decent. I really like it from the exterior. One thing I appreciate about the house is how from the sides it's relatively thick. It's got a good amount of depth on it, and it isn't basically just a facade. For example, with the Malfoy's mansion and also the 12 Grimmauld place, you could say with that set as well. The sides were awfully thin. You could see the interior from the sides if you looked at it at certain angles. But with this set, that's not the case, which I'm really happy about. And as you can see from the interior, it's decent. Obviously, it's quite small. The set isn't the biggest. I feel like this is one of those sets where it would need to have a $200 price tag roughly to make it decently sized. For example, with the Burrow set where they made a big D2C version of it, I would love to see something similar with this specific house. But I think for the space that they were given, it's decent. You've got the dining area at the bottom there, and they've also got another room at the top. And then there is also a third room on the very top of the set. But yeah, it's decent. It's definitely not the best, but it's a nice display piece, I'll be honest, and I will probably end up picking it up because it looks nice from the outside. Now, as for minifigures included, you do get a fair few in this set. So we are going to be getting Luna Lovegood, who looks really good. Honestly, love that hairpiece. And then you're also getting Luna's father as well. And I believe that's the first time now that we are seeing him in Lego. I absolutely love his torso and leg printing. Looks really great. We're also getting Harry Potter, as well as Hermione Granger, and then we are getting a Death Eater as well. I do find it very surprising though how we're not getting a minifigure for Ron Weasley. I just feel like it's a very obvious minifigure to include because he was at the Luna Lovegood's house during this specific scene that is represented on the front of the box. So I just don't get why they're not including that. And then, of course, you do get another one of the Patronuses as well, because this is another 25 years of magic set. And the Patronus that you are getting in this one is the Hair Patronus, which looks very nice. And then the last Harry Potter set that we have for now is set number 76466, and that is the Philosopher's Stone Collector's Edition set. And this one, honestly, I really like. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not really a massive fan of these type of display sets, but it will be including 1,571 pieces. And it's going to be an 18+ set, hence the black background for the box art. And it will be retailing for a price of $170, releasing for January 1st. I think it looks great. So essentially, you're getting the chessboard, and then you're also getting the knight as well, which looks really great as one of the wizard chess pieces. And you're also getting the horse for Ronald Weasley to stand on, and then you're also getting a bunch of books as well and a trunk, which acts as sort of a base for Hedwig to sit on. And I know we've had quite a few buildable versions of Hedwig. I think this is the 3rd or 4th version, But honestly, it looks quite nice, and it also has the closed wings as well, which I think is the first time we are getting a specific version of Hedwig where the wings are closed. And then you are also getting a chocolate frog card as well, which has a picture of Dumbledore on. From the image, it seems to be a sticker, which is quite unfortunate. And then they do also include a build of the Philosopher Stone, which is using a bunch of translucent dark red pieces, which looks great. And then right off to the side, you do also get a candle build. But what's great about this set is that's not all you're getting. You know, there is actually some extra things that are included in the set that are hidden. And you can only access these if you go up closer to the set. So where the trunk is, you can actually take off the front of the trunk. And there's actually a knob as well, which you can use to rotate. And essentially has a little diorama of the Hogwarts Express, which I think is such a cool thing to do. Honestly, I really love that. It kind of reminds me of the Super Mario cube, where you could open it up and it had all these little dioramas and stuff. I think it's a great addition to have a Hogwarts Express diorama. And even though it is micro scale, it looks really good. It's also got the round tile there in the 1x1 round tile, which has the platform 9 3/4 logo printed on. And then it's also using another one of the red tile pieces as well, which is a print, I believe, to represent all of the doors and carriages on the Hogwarts Express. And then there is also another diorama as well, which shows the troll fight in the bathroom, which is really great to see. That is another thing that you can take off from the side. And you do also get 3 of the micro figures as well. From this image, it's not clear if they are printed or not, but I'm assuming they'll be printed. And then the troll seems to be a sticker that is on the wall. But yeah, I think that, you know, it's a great looking set. And then you do also get 3 minifigures, being Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ronald Weasley. From the looks of it, I think that all of these might be new. I really like the Harry Potter minifigure, how the torso has the scuffs and the jumper is ripped. I really like that attention to detail. Same thing with Hermione as well. She's got a really nice jumper there on as well. And then she does also come with the dual molded legs, which is great to see. And then you've also got Ron as well, who has a really, really nice torso. And from the looks of it as well, it seems that Ron and Hermione both have arm printing, which is just another big plus. And I'll be honest with you, I think that this is probably going to be one of 8 or 7 Lego Harry Potter diorama sets, because I feel like they're going to be doing one from each movie. So obviously this one's based solely off the Philosopher's Stone. I can see next year maybe they'll do one where it's based off the Chamber of Secrets, of course, because that is the second movie. And we might get a Basilisk build as well, and a build of the Chamber of Secrets. I think that would be great. And maybe they might do it for every single Harry Potter movie. Even for the Deathly Hallows, they might combine them into one or do it 2 separate parts, as the movies are 2 separate films. But yeah, overall, I really like this set. It's definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And I think for people who missed out on the Hogwarts Icon set as well, this is definitely a very good substitute. Alright, next up, moving on to Lego Botanicals, we have actually got our first look at set number 11501, and that is the Tulip Bouquet. This one is going to be including 576 pieces, and it's going to be retailing for a price of, I'm guessing, around $60, and it will be an 18+ set, of course. And overall, I think that it looks pretty good. I think that all the Lego Botanical sets usually look quite good. I can't really think of one that actually is bad, but Lego absolutely knocked it out of the park. I love all of the different pieces that they've used there to represent all of the intricate details on the tulips. And I think overall, a lot of people are really going to like this one, as you are getting a full bouquet. And then we did actually get our first look at set number 71051, the Animal Costume Collectible Minifigure series. This one is going to be retailing for $5 per blind box. There will be 12 minifigures in total to collect, and it will be releasing for January 2026. Overall, I really like this series. I will definitely be picking all of these up. I know it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I feel like some people are going to love them and some people are going to hate them. But for someone who's not even a fan of the non-licensed CMFs, I always skip them. This is probably going to be the first one where I try and get all of them. So the 12 minifigures are the following. So first off, we have the Dolphin Costume Fan, which I gotta say, it looks really nice. It comes with a shell as an accessory there, which has a light translucent blue diamond inside. And then we've also got the Koala Costume Fan, which comes with a boomerang and a leaf as an accessory. Next up, we have the Bunny Costume Fan, which comes with a basket, which has also another accessory, which is the Easter egg, which has some really nice printing on there. Love the design of that. I think that is a really great festive minifigure. We've also got the cat minifigure, which is probably one of my least favorites of the series. It doesn't really do as much for me personally as the other ones, but this one includes a pink yarn, which looks pretty decent. And then, of course, you do get the tail as well. We've also got the Parrot Costume Fan, which looks incredible. Love that mask. And also the dual molded legs look really nice as well. It does also come with that really nice tail. And also the arms as well are really great. And then you do also get a snack box for the parrot as well, which is, of course, supposed to represent parrot food. And then we've also got the Dalmatian Costume Fan, which comes with a frisbee, which is quite nice. And I think a lot of people are definitely thinking at the moment that the arms and the legs will be excellent for the Spot minifigure from the Across the Spider-Verse Bodega set. I think a lot of people will end up buying that one literally just for the custom arms and legs for that figure. But overall, it's a good looking minifigure. It's got a good amount of detail on there. Next up, we have the fish costume fan, which again looks incredible. Absolutely love that mask. And also it does come with some fish food as an accessory, followed by the monkey costume fan, which comes with the banana as an accessory. And then we've also got the peacock costume fan, which I think is probably my favorite figure of the series. It just looks absolutely incredible. Love the feathers at the back, as well as the mask. And also it does come with an accessory, which are just some leaves. And it's also got some really nice dual molded legs as well. And then we do also have the frog costume fan. This would be excellent for a custom Throg minifigure. And it does also come with some blow bubbles as an accessory, which isn't honestly anything too special. And then we've also got the crocodile costume fan, which comes with a dinghy as well as a rubber duck. Again, a really nice looking one. Absolutely love the mask as well. It looks excellent. And then the last one that we have is the lion costume fan, which comes with a piece of meat as an accessory there. The tail also looks really nice. One thing I will say, however, I'm really hoping that each one of these minifigures comes with an alternate facial expression where it has the mouth of the minifigure, because pretty much all of these minifigures from the CMF have the masks where if you have the mouthpiece, it will actually look like an actual animal minifigure, which I think is something that a lot of people would like. I think that would definitely enhance the CMF a lot, rather than just having the regular city faces on underneath the masks. But overall, pretty strong CMF series, and I definitely cannot wait for that one to release. And then we have also got a couple of polybags that have been revealed. So the first one that we have is number 30727, the Tide Advanced polybag from Lego Star Wars. This one will be including 68 pieces, recommended for ages 6 and over, and it will be retailing for $5. The next polybag that we have is number 30720, and this is the Ariel and Flounder's Birthday Music Fun with 39 pieces, recommended for ages 5 and over, and again, it will be retailing for $5. Honestly, I think this is a really nice one because it is a very nice cheap way to get the Flounder. Next up, we have a Lego Creator 3-in-1 polybag, which is set number 30714, the Orange Cat with 79 pieces, recommended for ages 6 and over, and of course, it will be retailing for $5. Next up, we have set number 30735, the Hot Rod car from Lego Technic. It will be recommended for ages 7 and over, and it will be including 83 pieces, retailing for, you guessed it, $5. And then we have also got set number 30723, the Coles car with 39 pieces from Lego Ninjago, of course. And this one will be recommended for ages 6 and over, and it will be retailing for $5. Then we've also got the Lego Friends Garden Bunny House with 46 pieces, recommended for ages 5 and over, retailing for a price of $5. And those are all of the Lego polybags that we have at the moment. And then we have another Lego Creator 3-in-1 set that's been revealed, being set number 31376, and this is the Cute Hamster. This one will be including 166 pieces, and I believe it will be retailing for a price of around $15 to $20, and it will be recommended for ages 7 and over. And honestly, it looks fine. It's a pretty nice, cute build, of course. And then the back of the box does also showcase the 2 extra alternate builds that you have. And then the next set that we have is set number 10474, which is the Lego Duplo My First Creative Vehicles, and this one will be including 42 pieces. And then moving on to Lego Marvel, we actually got our first image for set number 76342, the Daily Bugle. This one will be recommended for ages 10 and over, and it will be including 781 pieces, retailing for a price of $100, and it will be releasing for January 1st, 2026. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I honestly quite like this set. I won't be buying it because I own both of the other Daily Bugles. I don't want a third one for the collection. But what I really like about this set is it's the perfect mix between the previous two. What I mean by that is the actual design of the set is very similar to the big D2C Daily Bugle, whereas the color scheme is obviously inspired from the very first Daily Bugle that we got in, I believe, 2013 with the Doctor Doom minifigure and the Beetle. So I think it's great that this set has taken inspiration from both of those. And the actual building itself looks great. As you can see, it is a modular style building as well, and I believe it will be able to connect to the new Lego Spider-Man modular buildings that they've been doing for the past year or so, for example with the Oscorp set and also the Bodega. But yeah, it's a really nice building. The side build is of a mech for Rhino, which I will say looks so shit. Honestly, I don't know what they were thinking. When we got the description of the set, I thought we were going to be getting a sort of mechanical version of Rhino, kind of similar to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 variant. But no, it's a Rhino minifigure, and they've just plonked him in a mech, which is pretty much exactly the same as every other type of mech that we get, but is grey instead. It doesn't even have the horn, I believe, which is just so disappointing. You know, if they had the horn at the front, I think it would have been great, and if it was fully enclosed as well from the head, that would have been really nice. But yeah, it's just a regular box standard mech, which is just so disappointing. And then we do also have the minifigures, which are interesting. So the minifigures included in the set are the following. So we do have Spider-Man, who doesn't come with dual molded legs. Why he doesn't, I don't know. Miles Morales, which seems to be the exact same one from the Bodega set from earlier this year from Across the Spider-Verse. So that's interesting how they've just reused that minifigure. We've also got Ghost Spider as well, which I can't really tell from this image, but I'm assuming that will probably end up being, again, the same one from the Bodega set. We've also got J. Jonah Jameson, which is a new version of the character. He seems to have a slightly different face print, but I don't know about the rest of the torso. I'm guessing that is probably just a reuse. We've also got Mysterio as well, who, if you look very closely, has leg printing, which is quite interesting. But honestly, the Mysterio minifigure at the moment looks pretty decent. It seems like he's also got a red cape as well, or a pink cape. Can't really tell too well from the images. And it seems to be the new rubber one as well, which is nice to see. And then we've also got a Venomized Captain America as well, which is probably the best figure in the set. Because if you look closely, he actually has a dual molded leg, which is quite cool. I find it interesting how they're giving a Venomized Captain America dual molded leg, but they're not giving the normal Captain America dual molded legs. And it seems that the other leg is just plain black. But the shield piece looks really nice. As you can see, it is kind of Venomized. And you can't really see the torso very well from this image. And then the last minifigure that we have is the Rhino, which is using the Rhino piece that we saw from the Spidey and His Amazing Friends sets. But yeah, I can't really tell too much about the torso printing for the Rhino minifigure, as this picture is quite blurry at the moment. But yeah, it seems to be a decent minifigure. But overall, I think the build is good for the Daily Bugle. I don't like the mech, and the minifigures are pretty lackluster as well. Overall, I think that this is okay. I think this would be a nice set to get on clearance, but definitely not a day one purchase or a set that I would buy for full price personally. But there we go, everyone. That being said, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, then why not subscribe? As always, like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and join my Telegram channel. Links to all of those will be down in the description below. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of the latest LEGO news that we've covered in today's video. What do you think of the Harry Potter sets, as well as all of the Polybags and the creator sets, and also the new Animal CMF series, and most importantly, the new Daily Bugle. I'll talk to you guys soon, so peace out, see you later, and bye-bye.